Research Park, west entrance. Okay, we just need to go through here and make our way into the research park. The tower is at the epicenter. There's a lot of dead people. More dead civilians, mixed with security forces. Crude firearms lie scattered amongst the bodies. Anything on this side? Anti-Eclipse propaganda plasters the wall. Don't let the Eclipse chain you. Alright. Have they got the creepy floaty head as well? Well, at least free speech is alive and well. Sure, as long as you didn't get caught. Who enforced that then? The tower? Francis Laszlo, specifically. And by extension, you. Oh wow, okay. Over here is a terminal. Discarded datapad lies among the dead. Alright, let's have a look. Only one email. Gregory Isaak anniversary. Today marks the 200th anniversary of the birth of the legendary Dr. Gregory Isaak, pioneer of the field of robotics in the wake of the Third World War. While the nearly ubiquitous Isaak model robots of today are far more advanced than the early prototypes he designed, Dr. Isaac's contributions to the field of robotics cannot be overstated, according to Professor Li Ming of Beijing University on Earth. However, Isaac's legacy has been controversial. Protests launched by both the political right and left had dominated the news feed. Activists have argued that Dr. Isaac's experiments with robots were immoral, and that he was aware of their emerging sentience at the time. Right-wing critics have sought to have Isaak posthumously declared an enemy of Earth after the robot uprisings last century. Defenders of Dr. Isaak argue that these claims are unfounded and unjustly judge Isaak in light of historical events over which he had no control. Alright, so he kind of made the robots sentient. Wow. Who's this down here? A woman lies dead amongst the other bodies. There are no gunshot wounds or blood of any kind. Inspect. You turn her over, looking carefully for wounds. Her face. Just like the man in the hatch. It's been dissolved. Was it the nanites? Alright, let's go into her bio. Who's joking? Jerome was driving me crazy today. Whatever he was watching on his bio was far more interesting than what his mother was saying. I'm worried about his attention span. You know, they made it illegal on Luna to give kids that young bio implants. Or was it Mars? I wish we had that here. No, it's too late for the sun anyway. Oh, don't joke. Who's choking? Alright. Sun's a lost cause. Unlucky. Alright. This one. On the lower well quarantine. Fighting illness on descent. The quarantine in the lower well, ostensibly created to help isolate and combat recent outbreak of the sickness, has drawn criticism not only for its treatment of the ill, but also for its purpose. Some outspoken figures have cried fraud at its implementation. Known anti-Eclipse activist Pravia Valhamari has alleged that the quarantine is nothing more than a cover for Dr. Jonathan Campbell's attempts to silence critics. In recent days, she has even claimed that her own parents have been incarcerated as a result of Campbell's policies. Defenders of the quarantine continue to argue that it's a necessary measure to prevent further spread of the terrible disease. Alright, so the sickness is either a thing of people being quarantined, or it was also doubling as an excuse to get rid of political enemies. This is some dark shit. Alright. Fine. Anything else over here? Window. I see that not everyone was a fan. Alright, smashed window. Robot? You see a robot wandering around the barricade. Oh, it's active. Is it another Isaak model? Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello. The robot looks you up and down. You're alive. Could you help me? I'm looking for my family. Your family? The robot pauses momentarily, as though calculating. Yeah, I was caring for Peter Vesely, the son of Lev and Catalina. You're responsible for a child? Of course, I'm an Isaak after all. We may not be as fancy as Gary the gorilla, but some of us are still going strong. Well, I was actually hoping that you could tell us what happened here. Have you just arrived on the station? No, I've just woke up a few hours ago, yeah. I was unconscious during everything that happened. I'm Jonathan Campbell, by the way. Don't tell him your name, just in case. Have you heard of me? Don't be so modest. Oh, I did not recognize you. Your biosignature is being scrambled by some sort of malware. I'd recommend a good proper reformatting. You gotta be kidding me. But I digress. It seems we have a great deal in common. I awoke from my sleep cycle and everybody was already gone. The network is scrambled and I cannot find nor communicate with them. John, this might give us an opportunity to recover your memories. We can find out what happened here and how the cozy ties into all of this. And you're looking for the Vesely family? Yes, anything you can find out about them. I do not know if they're even alive. I recommend checking the local shipping platform. They may have left during the violence. I will stay here in case they are wandering the streets looking for me. They're not. Come with. Can't you be a buddy? Do you want to come along? Join our little team? No? Alright, no. So, oh, we got to backtrack. Is it here? Yeah, let's go back to here. And then inside. A small spacecraft sits unattended on the docking platform. Wow, too bad neither of us know how to fly one of these. Alright, what's down there? Fuel lines lay scattered across the dock. This? A small terminal. Data flashes across the screen. Passenger log. Jason, was it Claudius Kirkpatrick? Alright, and a bunch of passengers. Looks like the Vesleys were not due to leave on this craft. Maybe they took another one. Alright, over here, equipment crowds the dock. Most of it remains plugged into the spacecraft. Alright, there's a vent. A data pad. Alright, screen's busted, but it's working. Even though the screen's busted, we can use it. Fine. Lock it down. Too many people are discussing leaving due to the new rise in technology tax. I need you to go down to the lower well and lock down the regional space dock. If we start losing people, this would sully the Eclipse's image. Tell them this comes directly from the tower. If they press, remind them that they should be respectful of the new curfew ordinances. The sickness does not discriminate who it takes. And don't bother Campbell with this, he has enough to worry about. Yeah, Laszlo's making his own decisions behind everybody's back. Alright. What do you expect, Laszlo? We decided to quarantine Dinesh Valhamari under false pretense. I was at the meeting too when we discovered that his cattle message was too dangerous for the Eclipse. It was only a matter of time before Pravia called bullshit on that and acted accordingly. She's a very capable woman, and now we've made her an enemy. Yet, so they did get rid of Pravia's parents under false pretenses. They admit it. Yeah, okay. Alright, working late. Sorry, Kat. I've got to work another shift at the refinery tonight. I won't be home for dinner. Will you please read Peter his bedtime story? We're right at the part where Oberax gets his wings from the plasma juicer and pursues the creature into the caves. Peter might die of suspense if he doesn't find out what happens next. Don't worry about me. I hate having to work late, but Dinesh is going to bring in some food. He's working here too. I'm always thankful to have him as a supervisor. Cool. Next one. The future for us all. Alright. Campbell and I have these long conversations in his office. We talk about what the Eclipse will be one day. I confessed openly that I wish there was a way for me to see my son there again. I know Campbell feels the same way about his beloved wife. I'm devoted wholly to the cause, but if there's one thing that gives me pause, is that we cannot save those who have already passed away. But John reminds me, I still have so much to live for, other children, other family. They will see the beautiful world, the one that I will help create, the paradise I will escort into this world, and I know this is what keeps him going too. Alright, so he's definitely dedicated. Alright, what about the ship? Victory of the Eclipse. Okay, that's stenciled on the nose of the small spacecraft. Really? This bucket of junk? It's a small craft. How far can people go in this? A week, tops. If they have enough water and food, they could probably make it to the JRC. JRC? The Jupiter Research Center. It's the station that orbits Jupiter collecting scientific information. Is that part of the core? No. It's an extension of ELM's Jovian Research Initiative. Or, so they say. Maybe it's secretly a spy operation trying to steal your work. Wait, what now? I'm just making fun. I remember when they announced the project, you were so pissed. Alright, let's keep moving. Is that everything? What's that? An old battered suitcase lies on the walkway. Alright. You lift the suitcase. It's lighter than you were expecting. The suitcase is locked, however. The name tag catches your eye. Vesley, this is it. Alright, cut the lock. We've got a tool. Open it. The lock offers little resistance as you use the surgical cutter. Inside you find some clothes and a letter. Okay, in terms of suspicious activity on the core, sending a handwritten letter ranks between loitering in a dark alley and deleting your bio-browsing history. This envelope appears to have been affixed with a symbol of the memento mori, a flower known for its short, beautiful bloom. The letter is written in another language, possibly the traveller dialect. Yeah, I don't know what that says. Alright, we have a letter. Maybe the robot can understand it. This is it. Bringing back memories of your childhood? What? Because you're so old. Bam. Wow. There's a leaf on the envelope. You remove the letter and read it. It's garbled, like someone wrote it in a secret code. Okay, let's take it back to Isaac and ask him. Alright, let's go back to Isaac and we'll ask him about the letter. Hello, hello? Here's a letter for you. Can you translate? Hello. Good news, I hope. Actually, sort of. No one was at the dock. The passenger list for the last shuttle didn't list the Veslis. Oh. But we did find a suitcase with this handwritten letter. It appears to be written in some sort of code. Have you seen something like this before? No. If Lev wrote such letters, they were out of my sight. Damn. Well, we'll keep looking then. We? Oh. Yeah. I do recommend reformatting your bio. If Pravia is still around, she may be able to help you. Please let me know if you find any more information. I'll continue to wait here. I'm serious, come with us. Alright. Oh, whole new area. Alright, let's go in. Campbell is a fraud. Oh my god. The streets lead you through a narrow hall. Apartments? That's being generous. The Veslis lived here. Not sure. Let's check around and have a look. Alright, what have we got? A wall terminal blinks in the dim corridor. Let's have a look. Have you heard from Dinesh? Katerina, I'm worried. Dinesh didn't show up for work today. He's never missed a day, and there was no word or warning. I asked Jim if he knew where Dinesh was, and he looked at me like I was crazy and said to keep quiet. Said the tower always hears you. What's he talking about? Have you heard anything? Maybe the core canary has an idea of what's going on. Oh wow, Dinesh got caught or something. Pravia speech. Campbell says he wants to liberate you. Instead, he shackles you to this Eclipse. You think you're free, but look around you and you will see chains everywhere. We are all dependent on his technology, and we're all addicted to the things produced with his nanites. He talks about freedom, the power to do whatever we want, a world without the consequences of pain and suffering. But how free are we really? How free can a people be under the constant surveillance? How private can we be when Campbell ultimately knows more about us than we do ourselves? How safe can we be when the Cozy, the very entity created by Campbell, can read and see and hear all that we do? Alright, yeah. Pravia's definitely against us. Cozy has the ability to watch the core. Does it track us even now? Like I said, your work on the Eclipse made you the idol of many. Others, yeah, not so much. How could they say that? The whole of the Eclipse, it shows how my technology has helped. Not everyone benefits from your dream. You must have realised this by now. And the graffiti? Was it ELM? Or some other ungratefuls? What, were they trying to deface me in front of my followers? What? This is a lot to take in. I finally see a glimpse of my father in there, John. Let's keep searching. We haven't found much about Cozy. Alright. Doors line the narrow hallway. Many are unpolished and dirty. There's someone's boots. A pair of work boots sit next to a nice floor mat. Inspect the boots. The work boots are solid and have a nice weight to them. Alright, check the doormat. It's handmade. You notice the mat is bulging at the centre. Flipping the mat reveals something. Anti-nanite meds. 2 nanite wars plagued humanity in recent memory. They received their name from the widespread use of biological nanite weaponry. Entire military stations could be dismantled in hours given a large enough breach. Outback settlements disappeared overnight due to drifting rogue swarms. Before the invention of biointerfaces and nanite-enhanced immune systems, civilians and soldiers had to administer scrubber nanites to clear their system of invasive foreign nanites. Okay, medication to ward off foreign nanites. They must have known that something was coming. Why would you hide it outside your front door then? Okay, I guess we should go inside somewhere. So we got 1 room here, and then there's 3 rooms. Let's go in the first room then. Okay, this dude's missing an arm. We'll come back to that. Alright, let's check the beds. A small bed lines the back wall. It's almost like a military bunk. Did people raise families here? Alright, here's a computer. A poorly maintained data terminal sits in the corner. Alright, let's go in. Got Peter out of school today. I checked Peter out of school this morning. One of his classmates was found dead late last night. I guess it was a VR related death. The kid was in the pod for too long. Peter didn't know her, but I figured I'd take him out for the day. Work was surprisingly reasonable about it. And frankly, I don't think he's missing much. The week they're reading Campbell's biography, and we both know he gets enough of that living here. Alright, fair. Oh, got the job. Go Misty. That's great. It's downtown, right? Yeah, I'll be tidying up some semi-famous mod designer's mini mansion. Wait, you're a maid? Tell me you don't have to wear the outfit. Yeah, it's very tasteful, I promise. Alright, there's a maid. I like your little logo up here. It's like 2 humping cubes. It's a bit weird. Alright, next. Miss Valhamari, my name is Lyra Moss. I'm forwarding an email below. They didn't respond. Is there any way you can help me with this? I don't have much, but I'll pay what I can. I can't work like this. It serves me right to trying to make a quick buck, but no such thing as a free lunch. Alright, what does it say? Hi, this is Lyra Moss. I signed up to fill out a survey last month, and since then I've been getting these ads and pop-ups right in my BioVision. I can't turn them off. I highly doubt this is legal. I request that you disable them immediately. I can't see with these pop-ups. I will contact core security if you don't make it stop. Alright, so Lyra's been hacked and she's getting adverts appearing over her site. Crazy. Alright. Eclipse propaganda on the wall. Oh, here we go. Only together can we achieve the eclipse. Though the work is hard and the hours are long, know that your perseverance is what will eventually bring our beautiful project to fruition. Ignore the skeptics, ignore the hatred of those who cannot understand our common goal. Know that your struggle will be met with the greatest gift a mere mortal could ever hope to receive. And if you fall before that glorious day, know that you will be remembered forever as a child of the eclipse. That's some madman speak right there. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Fine. How do we exit out of that? Here we go. Does that bring a tear to your eye? What? I didn't mean to intrude, but you've been staring at the poster for a while now. It was a big paragraph, okay? Give me a second, you know? Do you want to take it with us? No, I'm just, basking in the glory of Jonathan Campbell's words. I remember some of this now. The dedication of those around me, even those that didn't have a lot. They had something in the eclipse. Or at least, some of them did. Alright, what's this? A box of junk lays stacked next to the data terminal. Nothing. TV. A screen hangs on the wall. It appears to be busted. Alright, elephant in the room. There's a dead person with a missing arm. Is there a gun next to him as well? Lou? Body lays crumpled on the wall. Suicide? Looks that way. And someone took his arm away, but why? Looters? Potentially. He may have lost it before all of this happened though. What, in an accident? Yeah. Or it may have become defunct and he couldn't afford to repair it. In some cases, people here lease their cybernetics, so he may not have been able to make the payments. Are you saying they just took his arm away? It's been known to happen, yeah. Wow. So look at his body. The dead man wears a simple work uniform. It's covered with some sort of oily substance. Wires dangle from the man's empty arm socket, and a handgun sits next to him. Alright. You pull the man forward to check his implant neural dock. Well, the exit wound has completely destroyed his bio. Alright, he shot himself through the head. Alright, let's leave this place. And we'll check the next room. Left or right? Let's go left.